Hey guys, backyard scrapping here. Well, it is time to see if MLCCs are a waste of time anymore. Anyway, these are, I showed you before in a couple videos in the back, and I said I was going to go ahead and do a video on MLCCs, do a test. What we got going on here, these are all magnetic right here. These are magnetic MLCCs, all of them. Everything in that jar, these little guys which came out of here, and these which are magnetic, which also came off of processors and processor type pins. Now this jar of MLCCs is non-magnetic, and I use a neodymium magnet to separate them. So people say use a regular magnet because, you know, it's not as powerful and you're not going to get the tin problem and all that. But anyway, I want to make sure they're non-magnetic. So what I did is I took a strainer or a sieve and I sieved off all these little fine guys out of this jar. So all of them in here are pretty decent size. And as you can see in here, these are very small. Let me see if I can find a coin or something real quick to throw on there and show you how small these little guys really are. Here we got a banged up buffalo nickel, but I don't know now if you can see, these are like, most of them are like sand. I mean, they're like sugar grains. This little buffalo nickel should give you a pretty good idea just how small these are. So you know there's a lot of time involved with taking those out, or picking those off the board or scraping them off the board. And as you can see too, I don't have the little white resistors or little blue things in there. I mean, I really take my time when I'm doing this. But what we have here is 100 grams. We're going to go ahead and take it outside. We're going to start by putting it in hydrochloric acid, probably for a week or so. And then we will start the process and see if we have any palladium and any silver in these to see if it's worth it. Because I mean, when you look at this, I mean, even the bigger guys, there's a lot of time involved in harvesting MLCCs. So, and the majority, as you can see by this jar versus this jar, the majority are magnetic. So I'm hoping that the magnetics still have some silver and palladium in them, and hoping that these are actually silver and palladium, because that will be nice. That's pretty heavy. So we will get back at you when we get outside to get these started, the cleanup process in the hydrochloric acid. And what we're going to do is dissolve all the tin and all the whatever, you know, off of them and junk, and then we'll rinse them really, really, really good. And then we will actually put them in nitric acid. So I have some DMG to test for palladium. So we'll see what happens. So we'll get back at you in just a bit. Okay guys, we're outside. We've got our 100 grams of sugar grain or sand grain size MLCCs. I'm going to go ahead and put them in this beaker, and we're going to go ahead and detin them. We'll probably detin them and probably take some nickel out of them too as well. I'm going to just put in about 200 milliliters of HCl, and we are basically going to just let these guys sit for about a week. So we will be back at you guys when we go to change this out to make sure that enough of our tin and junk and crap has been removed. And then we'll get into the process of seeing what we have, seeing if we've got any silver or we got any palladium in these. Boy, I really hope there is. I hope all the hype about them, you know, it's been about 50-50. I see people, you know, oh yeah, they're good, oh yeah, they're bad. But I really hope they're good. I don't know if anybody's looked at palladium lately, but it's about almost $1,800 an ounce, which I'm sure it'll go back down. But I mean, it's hard to resist doing these at $1,800 an ounce for palladium. So I'm going to go ahead and get this covered up. we're just going to leave it sit. Let me see if I can actually change this out for this one. I actually would rather use this one so I can see in there. Put this up here. Alrighty guys, like I said, it's going to be about a week. So I'm going to let them sit for a week anyway. I know you can get away with a day or two, but I just want to do this as best as I can do it to make sure I'm doing it, because it's a test, and I want to make sure if they're no good, that they're no good for the right reasons, or if they're good, that they're good for the right reasons. So we will get back to you in, like I said, about a week. Well, we'll get back to you in about a second for you. See you in a few. Okay guys, we are back with our MLCCs. I would venture to say that they are probably have got as much junk off of them as we're going to get off of them. They actually went, I'm thinking this is almost 10 days in the HCL. I did change it out once. I just haven't had time to mess with them because of the drawing and everything else. So I've been pretty tied up with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I can see by the contamination color in here, we probably have a little nickel, and we probably have some copper. But nickel, palladium, platinum, any of that kind of white stuff, I'm going to put my gloves on. You do not want that stuff on you, ever. So let me get set back up, let me get my gloves on, and we're going to go ahead and pour this off, and then we are going to rinse these 1,000 times, because our next step is going to be to put them in nitric acid and see if we get any silver off of them. So we will get back at you in just a bit. Okay guys, we are back. I think the first thing I'm going to do is real quickly just check this, make sure we don't have any, I don't believe we will, but any precious metal in solution. We got a lot of little floaties in here that are gonna have to come off. Like I said, I don't believe we're gonna have anything in there, but it never hurts to check. And I am seeing nothing. Absolutely nothing, other than our little floaties that were in there when we started. So once again, this is going to go in a different disposal. I'm actually going to have a little bag over here. We're going to put all this stuff in. And I will give this to my buddy down the road who fools with other stuff that's a lot more dangerous than the stuff I fool with. So we have no metal in solution. I have my little X jug because I'm not going to put this in any of this in my stock pot or with my AP, because like I said, this is completely different stuff, and we don't want to do that. You can see it changed from a green to a almost like a deep purple brown, which usually indicates gold, but there was no gold in it. So now we're going to go through this and we're going to rinse it just like we do our silver. That was actually just straight HCl. So when I get these rinsed and cleaned real good, we are going to change them over to a little bit of diluted nitric acid, and we're going to see if we get any silver off of them. So we will be back at you guys after I get this rinsed. Okay everybody, we are back. It looks like there's I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like there's all kind of little foils in there. I do not know what they are yet. I rinsed this about probably 2 or 3 times as much as I would have rinsed silver powder, which is a lot. I actually have well water, so I could boil my well water to rinse it, and then my final rinse I did with distilled water just in case. And now we have about 100 mils of distilled water in here, and I've got 100 mils of nitric acid over here. The main thing we don't want to see happen is we don't want to see an instant yellow reaction, because that will tell us that we had we didn't get all of the hydrochloric acid out and we're actually making aqua regia, and we don't want to do that. We want this to just dissolve any silver that is in here, if there is any. So we're going to put a little bit in, see what happens. We're not getting yellow, we're getting a blue, so okay, let me turn my back fan on. I'm happy with that. I didn't see a reaction that was going to indicate that we didn't get all our hydrochloric acid out. So, put a little more of this in. Now that blue I'm imagining is copper. I don't know, like I said, this is the first time for me, guys. So what we're going to do is dissolve this off, see what's left, we'll rinse it, then we'll check our, we'll filter it, and we'll check our solution for silver. If we have a decent silver content in here, then we know there's probably going to be some palladium. So I'm going to just let this thing do its thing. Just like I said before, there's my little bag that I'm using for this. These gloves will go in that bag. I will not reuse these gloves. We're appearing to get a pretty good reaction, so, and it doesn't look like it's all copper. So let me go ahead and put a little bit more of this, and we'll let it react down. Put us a lid on it and just let it do its thing. And we will get back at you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, as you can hear, the rain is pouring down. This slowed up a little bit. It's been about 15 or 20 minutes, so I just went ahead and added, I don't know, maybe 10 or 20 more mils of nitric acid. It seems to be doing fine. The reaction or the color that I'm getting actually looks like the same color that I get when I'm doing high-end silver contacts. So that may be a good sign. I have no idea yet. But anyhow, I just figured I'd give you a quick shot of that to let you see it. It's that aqua green color instead of a strong blue or a, you know, or a strong green. It's right there in that nice aqua color. So a lot of times when we're doing those big block, you know, the big off of bus bars silver contacts, this is the color that we end up with, or that starts out. So hopefully that's an indication of some nice silver. We're going to let it go till we don't get a reaction anymore when we add nitric acid. Then we will filter that stuff off and test it for silver. So we'll be back at y'all in a bit. Okay guys, we are back again. I actually put a little more acid in here, and we're getting a little more nitric, and we are getting a little bit more of a reaction. But I am seeing something that I don't like, and it looks to me like we are getting a bunch of silver chloride in here. So I don't know if the ceramics hold, you know, the acid or what, but I rinsed this, you know, I mean 25 times probably. So anyway, I'm just going to let it go, let it settle, add a little more acid to it, see if we get any more reaction, and just go from there. So we'll get back at you in a little bit. Alrighty everybody, we're still having a reaction in here, and it has been I don't know, maybe about 30 minutes to 45 minutes since I put the last dose of nitric in. And what I'm seeing here is, now you got to remember, I've never messed with MLCCs. I tried one time a little bit and didn't get very far. But I'm not seeing any MLCCs left in here. All I'm seeing is a white powder, which could be any kind of a chloride. It could be tin chloride, could be lead chloride, could be silver chloride. I have no idea. Because once again, like I said, this MLCC thing is all new to me. But it looks like we're still having a reaction in there. We're still getting some small reaction, so I'm going to let it go. But it looks like everything has dissolved. I mean, other than the crap that's, you know, a little bit of floating around stuff on top there, it looks like all the solids have pretty much dissolved. So, like I said, I'm just going to let this go. I don't know if you can see that reaction, how it's doing. It seems like when it settles back down, when the powder actually settles, it gets more active again. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to let it go. We're going to see what happens. I don't know exactly how we're going to deal with this yet, but I'll figure it out along the way. And I'll get back at you in a bit. Okay guys, I just stirred this up and I added a little bit more nitric to it. It looks like silver chloride, like everything has turned to silver chloride, but it does settle out and separate pretty quick, as you can see here. I know you can see that we're still getting a reaction. I added about 10 more mils of nitric acid. So we're going to let this play out. I mean, I just, you know, this is all new to me. So we're going to go ahead and let it go. I never thought that everything would dissolve and turn into a powder, but it did. But you can see what kind of a reaction we're having here. So I'm going to let it go. Probably throughout the night. I'll come out in a little while and turn the warmer off and just leave it sit. And we'll get back to you. Well, it's, you know, going to be a couple days for me. I got to go to work, but we'll get back to you as soon as I got a clue what's going on. So we'll see you all later.